Hey, welcome back to 70 by 70. Today, let me share with you one of my short travel experiences. Come on, let's go to Scandinavia, Helsinki in Finland.
We are in Helsinki. We are leaving for Copenhagen. This airport, though it's small, a lot of facilities and it's very convenient to transit. Simple procedures. We are on the Finnair city bus heading towards the city center.
While you enjoy the city bus ride, let me give you a small briefing on my trip. We wanted to visit a few countries in Scandinavia, and the plan was to spend just a few days in each and every country. First, we landed up in Helsinki in Finland through London using British Airways. From there, we transited immediately to Copenhagen, and after spending a few days in Copenhagen, we moved on to Iceland. My idea of Iceland was to visit the Northern Lights, and wow, it was a big chase. Let me give you an account of that in one of my future videos. We came back to Copenhagen, then crossed over to Sweden for a day, got back to Copenhagen and spent one more night, and then came back to Helsinki. But I had a grand plan in Helsinki. I had found out that there was a ferry which would take you from Helsinki to Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, in about a few hours, and you could go around the city and get back to Helsinki in a single day. I wanted to do this, so my first day in Helsinki was spent looking for an agent who can arrange this for me. It didn't work out. So I found out the address of the ferry itself, walked in, booked my own tickets, which really worked out very cheap. And I will give you a full account of this in one of my future videos on Tallinn. So we were left with just one day for sightseeing in Helsinki. As we stayed at the center of the city, everything was nearby and we could go around walking, doing all the sightseeing that we could do in Helsinki in a single day. As we had just a day, we wanted to choose one of the iconic places that was nearby. So we chose the Helsinki Cathedral. Let me show you what it is. We stayed at the Holiday Inn near the central station in Helsinki.
We are just getting out of a hotel for a stroll in the city. This is the city center, railway station, bus stop, everything. And this is our hotel, Holiday Inn.
So on the first day evening, we went out for a walk around the place, just checking out what was available. There were nice shopping arcades. We found a supermarket from where we could purchase some fruits for our dinner, and after a tiring walk, we just got back to the hotel. A walk inside the central station itself was enough to tire us down. It was huge with so many shops and so many facilities. We really enjoyed spending our time there.
Namaskar. It's an Indian restaurant.
You won't believe we even found an Indian restaurant, Namaskar, in the area. We were really happy that we chose that area for our stay because the railway station was nearby and the airport city bus from the airport just dropped us in front of our hotel because the bus stop was there and it was the most comfortable location to stay in Helsinki for a tourist. On the free day, we decided to visit the Helsinki Cathedral. It was because it was situated at a walkable distance from where we stayed, and also the walk took us through both commercial and historical districts of Helsinki. After a relaxed walk of about 10 to 15 minutes, we arrived at the Helsinki Cathedral. Walking into the square with the majestic cathedral in front of us was a sight to behold. It is a Finnish Evangelical Lutheran cathedral located at the center of Helsinki in a square called Senate Square. The church was originally built in the mid 1800s as a tribute to the Grand Duke of Finland, Tsar Nicholas I of Russia. It was also known as Saint Nicholas Church. It was a steep climb of about 50 steps before we could reach the cathedral, but the climb was worth it. It is a majestic square with the building of University of Helsinki on the left and the government palace on the right, with the statue of Alexander II at its center. It was a fulfilling day of activity, and we returned back from the Senate Square with a heavy heart, but looking forward for our flight to New York on the next day. Let me share my experience of a day in Tallinn, Estonia next week. Stay with me and I'll take you to all the places that I have traveled.